Let's go! Let's go! Hunt up! Set! Here we go! Here we go! You thought you had it. Set high! Ready, go! Set ready! Set up! Here we go! Set! Set up! 22 water! Let go! Base 27 jump! 180! Ready! Fly, trumpet! 180! Down! Hut 180! Trick 9 feet! Ready, ready, ready. Banner, banner. There go. Here we go. Hut up. Come on, Seth. 22 water. 180. Let's go! Let's go! Ready, go! Here we go! Here we go! Set up! Base 27 jump! Base 27 jump! Set up! Set! Ready! Let go! Trick 9!
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 20 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Bulldogs ready to get this thing started and open the season. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded to several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate? So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Looking for room. It's Slade. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air. It's Abram. Snags it. Goes out of bounds on the play, and he's got him set up 1st and goal.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in 3rd and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the 1st down, now set up 1st and goal.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll run the sneak for it. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
He's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
Quickly complete. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, David, they really...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the inside. Turning it on! And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's April. Soft spot in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
And the Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Wade. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
This crowd knows when to bring it. Intercepted to stop the front. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. From the shotgun, the inside give. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. That's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They want to run this quarterback. Breaks into the open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Off the play fake on first down. Caught. Quick step and go. Just keeps moving. Touchdown, Penn State. A great catch and run for 6. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Bulldog offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how there he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide-out level noise. To the air, it's Averill. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Dogs are flying down the field. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
That is a really good-looking throw. And you think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. But when you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team.
Oh, he's got some space. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Dogs have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Got enough for the first down and wants more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Pressure coming. Throwing on the run. He's got it on the sideline. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to run it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
And off with the shotgun. Turning it on. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
The Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Offensively, I love balance. I love when I get some big gains on the ground, now taking shots down the field, but I got to protect my QB. They did not keep him upright. He had a chance to make a play, especially after the big run play the play before. The defense was playing the run. QB couldn't get it done.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! All of that may be in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field, and you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Averill. Gonna take a shot. He's got it down the right side. Wide open spaces. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. The screen, and watch out.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Off the RPO, complete. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
They'll run the screen. At the 45 on its way. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. He's down at the 25-yard line. Waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. And the Nittany Lions want to move quickly. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Smith. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Fires into the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Rides the back on the option to give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Breaks into the open. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards, too. Nice execution by this offense.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. From the gun, the running back has it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when 3-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be. because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Hands it off on the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give from the gun. Crosses, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd.
Nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Back to throw, it's Averill. Got him downfield. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm, he takes his steps, and man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
And the Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They'll run it. It's Addison. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to it. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Here comes the option. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Great job by the back on the option.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the fourth. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Caught behind the line. It's Blade. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
We're seeing this more and more often in college football with the analytics and everything else, but 4th and inches, they decide to go for it, and they pick it up on the ground.
You know, I really think it's a smart move, too, because why just give up and hand him the ball? There he goes. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big and they take over.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll take it himself. Breaks the tackle. Past the first down marker and still running. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm, and in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And this game all of a sudden is just going back and forth. The opponent just scored seconds ago. And now with an opportunity on the kick return, he's able to make a guy miss, show off his speed, take it all the way back to the house. And now they're one extra point, guys, from tying this game.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Power football with the run. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Nittany Lions come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Great play by the defense, forcing the incompletion. What do you do now if you're on offense? Game is tied. It's late. Do you have the confidence in your quarterback and your offense to convert this 4th and short and give yourself a chance to win this game now?
A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on. Oh, he's got some space. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll go to the ground. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snap it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it and it'll be second down.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's taking the deep shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense chooses to be aggressive and go down the field to try to make the big play. Listen, that's a good thing. It's good to be aggressive, but now you got to live with it a little bit here on third down, because now
he tries to take the top off, and it's picked off for the third time today. Got room on the return at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Georgia. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Here's a heat. Got room at the 35. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. refused to play fake. Now to throw. He wants a big play here late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to pass, it's Averill. Rush is on him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out of the gun, the inside give. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked match.